On July 9, 2026, Anthropic gave Claude a new feature called Reflect, unlike anything a chatbot has offered before. Reflect builds a full report on how dependent on Claude you've quietly become, using nothing but your own conversation history as evidence. Open it, and Claude shows your busiest day, your peak hour, and every topic you've raised over the past year. It even scores you across 4 categories Anthropic calls AI fluency: delegation, description, discernment, and diligence. On the surface, that sounds like a helpful checkup, a mirror held up so you use artificial intelligence more wisely. But there's a detail buried in how Anthropic built this dashboard that the company hasn't fully explained just yet. One employee let something slip to a reporter, and it reveals exactly what this dashboard was really built to do. This isn't the first time a company quietly turned your own usage data into a tool for keeping you close. In April of 2012, Google quietly shipped a tool called Gmail Meter, built to chart your entire inbox. It counted how many emails you sent, who you talked to most, and how much of your life lived inside Gmail. On the surface, it was a fun toy for data lovers, colorful pie charts about your own digital habits. Underneath, it was doing something else entirely, and almost nobody at the time seemed to notice or question it. Every chart Gmail Meter produced was proof of exactly how deep the product had already burrowed into a person's day. 14 years later, Anthropic is running the identical playbook, just with a chatbot standing in for an email inbox. Reflect shows the topics you've discussed with Claude across 1, 3, 6, or even 12 months of history. To be fair, Anthropic insists the real goal here is mindfulness, never addiction, and built-in genuine guardrails to prove it. Reflect lets you set your own quiet hours, plus a gentle nudge reminding you to take a break after heavy use. It even asks you directly, what's one task you'd still want to do yourself, even if Claude could do it faster? Anthropic worked with real outside experts here, teams from MIT, a children's hospital, and an online safety group. But look closer at what Reflect actually suggests the moment it notices you repeating the same task each week. It never once suggests you simply close the app and step away from artificial intelligence for the rest of the day. Instead, it suggests you try Claude's Projects feature, so you never re-explain your own context ever again. A break reminder that quietly redirects you toward a deeper feature isn't reducing your dependency, it's carefully managing it. Here's the detail that slipped past most of the coverage when this feature first launched to the public. Reflect shows you topics, patterns, even a fluency score, but it does not yet show your actual total time spent. Anthropic says that view is still coming later, once the feature moves further along in its beta testing. Rin Linticum, Anthropic's Head of Wellbeing Policy, told a reporter exactly why that number wasn't tracked before now. The team, in her own words, simply didn't want to maximize that particular metric while building this feature. Sit with that. A usage dashboard that deliberately left out the one number every screen time app leads with. Not because Anthropic couldn't measure it, but because a running clock invites a different kind of scrutiny than a pie chart does. That's the answer to the question we opened with. Reflect wasn't withholding the time number by accident. Anthropic gets to look completely transparent while still choosing precisely how much transparency that actually turns out to be. None of this is happening in a vacuum. Reflect landed the same month the AI backlash made global headlines. Communities kept protesting new data centers near their homes, worried about power, water, and noise from the machines. Every major artificial intelligence company is racing to look responsible, while everyone still needs you opening the app tomorrow. The Gmail meter era already proved this loop works for a decade. The real dashboard worth building measures the dashboards themselves.